Good morning, dear friends. Today I am on a mission to find a vintage Coach bag and some juicy couture. Ouch! You slapped me in the face. I can't believe what I found at the tip shop today. This is just the craziest thing, but you don't get to see it just yet. You've got to wait. So today I'm heading out to do some thrift shopping and I am manifesting a vintage Coach bag. I really want to find a Coach handbag. I want to find some juicy couture jeans or some Victoria's Secret lingerie or something like that. Obviously I'll also be on the lookout for some vintage dresses, like always. And then when I'm done thrift shopping, I'm heading out to pick up a rug off Facebook Marketplace, and it's such a beautiful rug, or at least in the pictures it looks perfect for the little pink bedroom that I'm doing up. Let's have a look at my parcel for the day. I brought it with me once again. I've picked out a kind of big one this time, probably in the hopes of acquiring a jacket of some sort. It's actually very cold right now, which is funny because talking to my family in Sydney, they're like, I'm melting. I'm like, ha! I'm as close to Antarctica as anyone can get, so global warming's gonna get all of you guys first before it gets me. Ooh. Ooh. What are you? Is this a... Oh, cool. Wait, hang on. Oh, this is sick. This is Fonata Leather Fashions Australia. I think that's what that says. Fonata. Hang on. KHY Who. Did anyone see Kylie Jenner's clothing launch? Called KHY. I really wanted to get some stuff. If I was still in my, shopping haul era, I would have spent like $1,000 buying the stuff from KHY, but I did not get a single thing. You know what? Doesn't matter, because I can thrift stuff like that. This is so cool. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to give you a full length shot. Oh, this is amazing. And it looks really good with the top that I'm wearing. This is the top that I got from the tip shop. For anyone that missed, I think that was, I don't even know what day. Go back and check out the playlist if you haven't seen it yet. But anyway, manifest with me. We're gonna find a vintage Coach bag, okay? Coach bag. Coach bag. Say it with me, friends. Coach bag. Coach bag. All right, see you at the thrift shops. Before I head out for the day, I want to show you how beautiful my garden is right now. This tree is being majestic and attracting a lot of bees for me, which is great because the more bees the merrier. I don't know what it is. I don't think it smells like anything. Oh, it does. Oh, wow. It smells like vanilla. Oh, it's beautiful. Next up, I have this dreamy garden bed of lupins. These are absolutely breathtaking. These are lupins. They're considered to be quite old-fashioned, and they come in so many different colors. They're purple and pink and white and oh, also that. I'm gonna have to deal with that. I'm gonna have to get a full body suit of armor to deal with that. I just noticed there's also a red lupin. I love that one. Here I have what I believe to be foxgloves. I have irises as well. There's a lot of different types of roses coming out right now. Here's Rosie with a little mouthful of rose petals. Yeah, she's been eating roses. Rosie's been eating roses. You silly girl. There's these beautiful dense ones. I really love the color of these. This rose bush actually has multiple colors of roses on it, which is so cute. I love this coral color. These ones have a really cute sort of peachy apricot colored blush to them. Another really big bush over here that's absolutely covered. This one's stunning. And the thing I'm most excited about are my cherries. I'm gonna have so many cherries. I'm so excited. I love cherries. There's a lot more, but it's just started to drizzle with rain, so I'm gonna jump in the car and head out. Seeing as I'm eternally on the hunt for gold frames to decorate my house with, I headed over to the painting section at the tip shop and I found this, which kind of looked like someone's vision board. And as I moved it aside, I noticed there was something on the back. And I turned it around and oh, lo and behold, it's birds. So obviously I had to buy it, but I stood there and did a little bit of research because there was a name down the bottom here. It says Madden, and apparently this vintage print goes for over $100, but I just want it for me, not to resell. I spotted this, $175. I gasped. but I kept on walking. I looked at this bucket of watches here. Now, I love a good watch. I have a beautiful, beautiful Swarovski watch that I'm very, very loyal to, and it's pretty much the only watch that I wear. But in the spirit of thrifting for Y2K, early 2000s style things, I was on the hunt for a baby G watch. Didn't find a baby G watch, but I did find a butterfly watch. I didn't get this one, but I thought it was really cute. Then, wow, I did a Google reverse image search. Turns out this is, in fact, a vintage Hello Kitty watch. I've got no idea how much it's worth, but it's authentic. It's got the stamp and everything on the back. There's people selling them online for a fair bit. Then I saw this and loved the butterflies and the pink crystal. I looked at the brand, and apparently watches from this brand, Justin, can go for over $200. I saw this by Fossil, and despite the fact that it's not really worth anything, 20 bucks or so, it's really nice. It was really solid and heavy. There was this little Playboy watch, and if it wasn't in such bad condition, I probably would have got that because I love the vibes. Then I spotted this. I really like antique watches. This one was really beautiful, but I left it behind. So these were the 3 watches that I did decide to get. I went back and picked up the butterfly again, and I was like, oh, it's got little moving crystals inside it. I want it. But at least you're 30 years old. You don't need it. Then I was giving Khloe Kardashian in these glasses. And then the flamingo watering can. Kind of wish that I'd got him. He's really, really cute. Now, I've been on the hunt for this set of, I think it's called the Spice Village or something. Does anyone know what I'm talking about when I say that? That little house, the cookie jar, kind of reminded me of that. The owl cookie jar was so cute. Really, really wanted the little cookie house, but it didn't have any markings on the bottom to indicate that it's from the collection that I've been looking for, so I left it there. These salad servers, they were kind of cute. Got little flowers on them and butterflies. I mean, I have a lot of cutlery, so I decided to leave it, but I do kind of want it. Then I found myself walking back past this again. $175. But this is a tip shop after all, so I decided to try my hand at haggling, if you could call it that. Is there any room on the price of that gold frame?
Yeah.
Would you take $150 for the lot? Okay, cool. Do you want cash? And so he accepted $150 cash for this, as well as the 3 watches that I got and the bird print, which, as far as I'm concerned, is a steal. Because a quick Google reverse image search revealed to me that these sort of gold-framed alabaster sculptures can sell for over $800. Not that I bought it to sell it. I bought it to be a cherished and unique piece in my home, but that's a steal. So I headed off to a new store that I've never been to before called ADRA. They had a $2 rack out the front, and I love myself a $2 rack, especially after the Abercrombie top that we found the other day. Unfortunately, there was nothing that I wanted on the rack out the front, so I headed inside and I was immediately greeted with a pretty decent selection of vintage clothing. If you've been tuning in for this series every day so far, you'll probably know by now that I'm obsessed with picking up midi-length skirts. This one was only $4 and it was really, really tempting, but it is yet another black midi-length skirt and I really don't need any more. This brand, Fletcher Jones, I've told you guys about this vintage Australian brand a few times now, and this skirt was incredibly well made. Way too small for me though. Then I spotted this, which I'm not entirely sure if it's meant to be a wedding gown or if it's just, I don't know, communion wear or what. Left all of this stuff behind. I didn't buy anything from this store, but just wanted to show you the pretty extensive range of vintage pieces, and they were really well priced. $10 for that. I mean, I can't believe it. $10. Something like this, or, you know, this little petticoat here for $10. These sort of things, if you go into vintage stores or if you're on Depop or whatever, they sell for, you know, $50 sometimes for something like that. This little blue one was really, really sweet. The fabric was really nice and floaty. Oh, it was only $8. In my head, I thought it was 10. The little rose details were adorable. I don't know what I'd do with it though. I could not believe this. This is a Jerry Shaw dress that's brand new with tags, and it was $500 when it was new, and they're selling it for $25. Something like this, the brand Jerry Shaw, I normally like to buy when I see it, but I definitely wouldn't wear that. This little bag was really quirky. I was really bamboozled by it because it was very heavy, and I realized why. It's actually a jewelry box, not a bag. That shop was really strange. They had a pretty decent vintage selection, but just the vibe in there was really weird. The lady behind the counter was shooting me daggers, like daggers. And I have a feeling it's because I'm not wearing a bra and my nipples are on display. I genuinely believe, I think, because apparently that store is like a Adventist, you know, like the Seventh-day Adventist type charity store. And she really gave off like very conservative Christian vibes, and was like, when I went to leave, I walked past the counter and I said, thank you, and I waved at her and she just looked at me. She was just like, I was suddenly very, very self-conscious. But hey, can I just say a big thanks to Kim Kardashian, Miss Kim K, for her latest Skims bra. I've not purchased any lingerie from Skims before, but Kim K just launched this nipple bra from Skims, and I actually, a lot of people were laughing about it. A lot of people think it's stupid. I think it's genius. For someone as influential as Kim Kardashian to release an item of clothing that not only, you know, celebrates but accentuates a piece of your body, a piece of the female figure that is normally condemned. She's like, no, you know what? You can't really see your nips properly under that top. They're not really poking out. Here you go. Here's some plastic ones. I'll put some plastic ones in a bra for you, and then we'll really over exaggerate them. I think it's phenomenal, honestly. I think that the more people that buy that bra and the more people walking around with what appears to be their nipples out, the better. What do you think about it? Yeah, okay, probably a lot of people think it's silly. It probably is a bit silly, but I think it's great. Ever since the release of that bra, because I used to wear like little nipple pasties. I'd be like, oh, I'll put something over them. I don't want to wear a bra, but I'll put something over them because I don't want to be like, you know, making eye contact with anyone from my chest area. But now I'm like, no, you know what? It's cool now. It's cool to have pointy nipples. So thanks Kim K and thanks Skims. All right, next up I'm heading to City Mission, and I'm going to this specific store because they've got a really, really large selection of books and magazines. And I'm on the hunt for a specific magazine or one of several titles. I'm either looking for a Dolly, Cleo, Girlfriend, Cosmopolitan, or Vogue magazine. Specifically from the early 2000s. I'm looking for something from 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, maybe as late as 2005, but I kind of want it to stop there. I want it to be a solid 20 years since the magazine was published. And I didn't realize until I started looking online, it's actually very, very hard to find magazines like that these days. I know somewhere in my parents' house there's a big collection of girlfriend magazines because I used to buy them so that I could read the secret section. Who knows what I'm talking about? It used to be the first thing I'd do. I'd buy a girlfriend magazine, I'd run to my room, I'd close the door, and I'd open the secret section, and I'd read all the things that made me feel like I was going to get sent straight to hell. But what I want one of these magazines for is to see the style, the fashions, the trends. I want to see what handbags they were wearing, what tops they were advertising, what fragrances they were recommending. And I want to see if I can piece together some outfits from thrift shops based on looks on celebrities in those old magazines. It's turning out to be quite difficult for me to find one. On eBay, they're all at least $30 to $50 for a magazine from the early 2000s. So if you've got any lying around home, I would greatly appreciate it if you could take some photos of any style pages that are in there. You know those pages that would have pictures of celebrities and then it would say, get their look, and then there'd be like a little section that would have like 5 or 6 different recommended similar styles, and they'd say the brand and they'd say the price. That's the specific sort of thing that I'm looking for. If you've got anything like that at home, if you could please take some pictures and put them on our Discord, that would be amazing. But yeah, I'm heading to this op shop so that I can keep an eye out for some a huge City Mission store. It's absolutely massive. And the first thing that I spotted when I walked in, because you know I love interesting home decor, was this little thing of keys. I don't know why it was $30 though. Especially considering this entire grandfather clock was $95. God, I want that so bad. So I headed over to the magazines. There were plenty of home magazines, heaps of cooking magazines, plenty of motorcycle, car magazines, art magazines, fishing magazines, bird keeping magazines, and yet not a single Dolly, Girlfriend, Vogue, Cleo, Cosmopolitan, none of that.
Oh my God, such a good book series. So good.
I think with a bit of a polish, this would come up really, really nicely. It's a beautiful display stand that you could use for plants, you could use it for candles. I have bought a heap of the furniture for my house from this store. They're so well priced. There's a lot of things for just $5. City Mission has a huge selection of clothing. It's absolutely massive. They also have usually a very decent selection of bags. This was the first one that caught my eye. Really unusual shape. It was very heavy. This was giving me Miu Miu. This is literally, I mean, it's absolutely a Miu Miu copy, without a doubt. The shoe selection here is really big, and they really kindly categorize them by size and color. They had a beautiful dress selection as well. This was Purple Patch. Purple Patch is a vintage Australian brand that I love to collect. I've got this dress in multiple different colors. I didn't buy that one though. This was also really beautiful. Again, not my size. I was thinking of buying some of these to maybe sell them online, but I'd rather just leave them there. This had really nice details on the back. I wasn't massively fond of the shape of it, but I did like the straps. Now this, okay, there were a lot of dresses that I was like, this is nice, and I would sell this online, but I'm going to leave it. But this one, I was like, no, I can't leave this. I have to buy this, and I've got to put it up for sale for someone. Someone needs to wear this. It's absolutely stunning. There was a half price rack, which, you know, didn't have anything really. I was actually really disappointed with the selection of clothing here. This Australian made coat, this was kind of nice, and there was a really cute little cardigan too with fringing on it, which is kind of whimsy goth, I suppose. There were a couple of good pieces. A Lacoste t-shirt for $3, but as far as the clothing went here, I was actually really disappointed. Usually I have a huge basket full of stuff that I'm eager to show you guys. Not, you know, for me to buy everything, but usually there's a bunch of stuff that I want to show you because I'm like, oh my God, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool. Today at this store, it was slim pickings. The things that I'm showing you are literally the best of the best, like the best that I could possibly find. Now, this was interesting to me. I love things that have mesh, you know, like illusion mesh, I think is really beautiful. This is by the brand J'adore, which is an evening wear brand. I sort of tentatively tried it on, trying to decide whether I wanted to actually commit to getting changed or not. Robin Jones, cute little vintage skirt, not interesting enough for me. A May dress. This style with this neckline is really popular at the moment, but this was made really cheaply. It just didn't feel nice at all. It felt like Shein quality. This dress, I liked the style. I liked the cut. Didn't like the print. Then I spotted this, and this was a huge throwback for me. Block out. My best friend in year 8 at school wore this, and she looked incredible in it. I was so jealous of her. After an hour digging around, I found another purple patch dress. This one is newer than the other one that I showed you earlier. It's probably mid-2000s, I'd say. This is the second time this week I've seen this Q dress. Didn't buy it, it was too small. But I did decide to go ahead and try on the J'adore gown. Where on earth I would ever wear this, I have absolutely no idea. Let's be honest, I'm literally never, ever going to wear it. But it was so nice and it fitted me so well that I did decide to buy it. Yes, I did. I will most likely sell this at some point on Depop so that someone can wear it to a school formal or something, because otherwise it's just going to go to waste in my closet. But I just really liked how it looked. Stopped for a very important lunch date with some salmon and avocado sushi, and then I headed off to pick up the rug. I'm here to pick up the rug, but first I must show you the jacket. So incredible. Who needs Kylie Jenner's $500 coat? This is incredible.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. Look at the frame.
Yeah, isn't it amazing?
The frame's worth about $500-600.
Yeah, I bought a few other things and I said, oh, will you take 150 for the lot? And he said yes. So, because it was marked at 175.
Yes, it's stunning. It's alabaster.
Yeah.
Get a bit of tile grout, white tile
That's a good
grout.
idea.
And
That's
just
a
go
great
in
idea.
because it'll flex, it'll move.
Yeah, yeah.
So it won't crack too much.
That's such a good
But just lightly, just give it a light sand where the edge is moved,
Mm.
and just stick a bit of white tile grout in it, and it'll cream off. It'll be lovely.
That was so cute. That lady told me that she works at a Salvo's that I shop at a lot. She said she's there on a Wednesday, and she was like, if you come in on a Wednesday, I just say that you're the rug lady, and I'll give you a student discount. She was so nice. I went into her house. There were two beautiful cats. She had a black cat and a white cat, and she had all this lovely home decor. And she was like, "Oh, I live in op shops," and I was like, "I buy so much stuff off Facebook Marketplace," and she's like, "I'm on Facebook Marketplace every day. Everything in my house is from Facebook Marketplace. I got my kitchen from Facebook Marketplace," and I was like, "No way! I got my kitchen from Facebook Marketplace." She was so sweet. That is like the fourth lovely lady I've met off Marketplace that I've just spoken to for 2 minutes and then suddenly being like, oh my God, we have so much in common. I swear to God, the people in Tasmania are just so much friendlier than they are on the mainland. I used to buy stuff off Marketplace on the mainland. You turn up to people's houses and they're just like, it's there. And they just like leave the thing out on their driveway and they want no human interaction. The people here are like, yeah, I'm down to clown. Let's talk for 25 minutes about secondhand things. And where I recommend that you have lunch in this area. Okay, so she said I need to clean the rug. She said she's had it for 12 years. She said it needs a good clean. Her house was immaculate though, like so tidy. So I wouldn't even be partially surprised if I unroll this rug and it's spotless. And she, to someone like her, it needs a clean. To someone like me, I'm like, it has not experienced the fury of 10,000 bird shits yet. So, you know, it's totally fine. Anyway, I don't know if I'll have a chance to show you guys the rug today because there's no spot for me to unroll it right now. I have to move a bunch of furniture aside. So I think I'll probably say goodbye for today's video and I'll go back home, set everything up. I'll bring the alabaster thing in, give that a nice spot in the house, and then tomorrow you guys can see the results of the rug in its spot.